Fuck it. I don't know why it's not working, but hold on. I'm gonna see what it looks like when I'm live on the iPad. I want to see if it actually is froze on my end. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I was also, I was also looking at is fucking, oh, what the fuck? Why is it black screen? I just realized. I just noticed this. Like, hold on. This shit broken. I think. Fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna just restart the shit. Hold on. All right. There we go. All right. You back, bro? Okay. I was just making sure you were there. Yeah. Yeah. My thing is moving now. Yeah. Okay. I also see on my iPad. Yeah, it's also showing. Uh, it's showing me. I see it. Echo. Like I literally am like looking at like the iPad, seeing what it's like seeing me live, bro. Have you done that before? Like watched yourself again live on like a different device? Seeing me live, bro. Have you done that before? Really? Oh, it's crazy. Look, you can probably hear it. Listen. Who the heck is? Yo, what's up? I'm Calder Prime, as you can see. I'm the finest of Prime. Totally, the name is totally not based off a fucking Transformer. Yeah, I'm totally fucking obvious. That also is the god himself of his own realm, Maximum Realm, as you can see. Yeah, he's the god of his own realm. I don't think you knew that. That's why he's called. That's why it's called Maximum Realm. It's the most hardcore shit ever. It's the most hardcore shit ever. Yeah, but that person, I kept the rank kid. What's up? I can see that you have arrived in this live stream that I call the return. You know, because it is my return. I've been out. I've been off YouTube for like 3 weeks now, which is crazy, but it's the truth. Yeah, and Max Morel actually has been on YouTube before, but he deleted all that. So yeah, yeah. I don't know if from what I know is also he's been on YouTube a lot longer than I have. So yeah, that's fine. But I know right. To be honest. Yeah. But yeah, but I keep rank kids. So are you poultry in general? Is this like a fucking catastrophe? If it's a catastrophe, then that's understandable. That's fair. But I don't know. I don't know who do you but it's like we're mostly asking this. I'm actually wrong. Also, honestly, if I'm correct, did you when you were like a lot younger though? I remember you had a FNAF video when you were a lot younger. Bro, where's that comic though? Where's that comic though? Like where's that yeah, the FNAF comic. I remember you had like a picture of Freya. I remember being actually not that bad. Like looking at that. Yeah, bro, you were better at drawing FNAF characters than I ever was, honestly. Oh, yeah, I remember you had an image like a drawing of like regular Freddy. Yeah. Yeah, hor. Yeah, I'm like, I kind of want to draw a FNAF character. I kind of want to do Springtrap. Yeah. Yeah, except he probably is overly complicated because he has all the wires in the eyes. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be as FNAF. Five Stars Dislocation is like the most sci-fi game I've ever seen in the FNAF series. They look so sci-fi. They're like the most sci-fi thing in like the whole series. What is that? Just look at them. Look at their designs. Honestly, look how yeah, they're just like so like ridiculous looking. But you know who's because I'm I don't know if you probably this is like the most mild take of the whole thing. Baby was like the most biggest disappointment of the whole game, honestly. I really want to be honest. Seriously, bro. I thought she was gonna be like the Freddy of that game, right? She's gonna be like the main villain of that. But no, she didn't really do anything at all. She did nothing. She literally did nothing in the whole game. She didn't even have a jump scare until like old custom night. And no, the baby from FNAF 6 does not count. I don't count that. But it's just like, I think it's a little sad. It's like she did. I do like Enter, but I think my favorite character of the whole game is Funtime Freddy. Honestly, he's like he was like the most entertaining. He had the like. I feel like he was the best one. I feel like he had the best parts of the game. Ballora was intimidating, but she wasn't like I think my favorite. Funtime Foxy did literally the only thing you really got to do with him is splash him. That's it. I don't remember a thing after that. I remember like I don't know if he is also like the pre-Mangle, but I don't know. I think you could argue he's like a newer version of Mangle because he looks way for an '80s animatronic, you know. But still, yeah. But Planetary Dislocation is kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. Yeah, because I feel like it has good ideas, but it's not like I feel like it like kind of misses the mark with a lot of stuff. Listen, you are right about you're right about that. How do you think about the FNAF movie, and do you not see it? Did you not see it? No, I saw it. Yeah, I like it. I think it was All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm back. I'm back. What were you saying? What were you saying before? I didn't hear what you said about FNAF. Yeah, I feel like that like it like has like great part. I think the great parts of it are honestly like hold on, I'm gonna actually tell the chat that I'm back because I feel like the best parts of it, honestly is I really want to say are William Afton. Honestly, I think we can all agree William Afton was the best part of that movie. Because what? Because it's Matthew Lillard. Okay, we're talking Matthew Lillard here. I really want to say you because I know you haven't looked at Matthew Lillard that much, but you actually have seen him in the one thing, and that's he was Shaggy. I don't know if you knew that. He was Shaggy in the movies, which is like crazy. So that means William Afton is fucking Shaggy. How you feel about that, honestly? Yeah, and then he was in Scream too. So, and yo, I just yo, what the fuck? It's out? Shit. Hold on, I'll look at it later. Watch that trailer later though, because that shit fire. Anyway, I'm gonna say this though, right? That I feel like that no. So what did you think of the whole the animatronics in general? Like what was your favorite of the whole movie? No, I'm saying what was your favorite animatronic of the movie? Oh, Bonnie. Is it because he was like the funniest character of the whole movie? No, the cupcake was a menace though. That cupcake was a literal. He all the smoke. He wanted to kill. I'm like, damn, this guy's scarier than all the animatronics. William Afton's the best part. Yeah, that's right. I've been saying that. That's right. That's what I've been saying. It's Matthew Lillard, the goat, who played Ghostface. And you know I love that shit. Like, come on, who are you playing with? Stop playing. You know, I have a Scream poster in my room. Look, see that? There, yeah, there is Scream 6, bro. I saw that shit in theaters. Cause Scream is fire, bro. I was so happy when William Afton did the knife clean. That shit was fire. I love that shit. That was awesome. I was like, yes, thank you. That was perfect. Yeah, and also Spring Bonnie, bro. Okay, we can all admit Spring Bonnie looked fucking amazing in the movie. Like, look at him, bro. Look at him. Like, I love that he's clearly like has some of Springtrap in him. Clearly, he's not like you can tell, but it's not like totally dirty and rotting. You know, he's clearly like still in like the early stages of it. But it's like yeah, until like the spoilers, the end. I love Scream. It's my favorite horror movie. Then you have good taste. Uh, that's just the facts, though. It's just so I'm very curious how they're gonna design Springtrap. Are they gonna just use the same suit but just make it like green? Because can we all be honest, Springtrap looks very green. I know he's really yellow, but it's like but he looks very green. Like, have you ever gotten that idea that like he looks green? Because I don't know. Like Springtrap looks very green to me. But um, but yeah, I'm curious how Matthew Lillard will do Springtrap. Like I'm very curious on that. And I'm assuming that when they do Springtrap, and I don't know if it'll be the second movie or third, I have no idea. They probably will the same suit, but like just like make it more rotten. I'm assuming, right? That's what I'm assuming. What do you think? Like, do you think they'll just make it just use the same, but make it look a lot grosser? I'm assuming because they had the ripped up ear too, like Springtrap, of course, and they still have some of the whole thing, and like the and the cupcake because the cupcake took a bite out of him. So, it's goddamn the cupcake just. I told you that cupcake's a menace. He's a menace. He must be stopped. He's gonna kill everyone on the whole floor. He solos. Cupcake solos everyone. Well, he was the scariest part of the whole movie, honestly. You saw what he did? Like the whole movie, he's literally jumping around, biting people. He bit someone's head off, dude. You know, just like yeah. And then there's like, you know who's ironically the funniest part of the movie. If I want to be honest, was Freddy. I think Freddy's looks made me laugh so hard. Like, sorry, bro. Can we just talk about how Freddy like? Do you see Freddy's expressions in the whole movie? Like that dude's like so free. He's like he looks super funny to me. I don't know why. I just think he looks hilarious. And yeah, but the animatronics do look good though. I do like how they look. I think they look great. But yeah, they look because I mean the cool kids and the ankle breaker himself, the samurai, is in this shit, bro. We all know he part break Golden Frey's ankles. We all know this. Yeah, that's an ankle. You do the last part. I can't. Yep, that's right. It's shit funny. There's like they always said that I feel like that yeah, what is the second how are they even gonna do the second movie? Like, are they gonna have the toy avatars? Because canonically that wouldn't make any sense, you know? It's just like maybe they add some updates that could use the same suit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But like, yeah, like I said though, I don't understand this though, right? What would Max, can you explain to me? If they're gonna do probably FNAF 2. Oh, they probably will. But if they do have the toy avatars, how would they explain them? Like, because seriously, canonically, that wouldn't make any sense. Because it's like, they're before the FNAF 1 animatronics. So that means they should be older, you know? So it's like, how would you explain them? I don't know. Would that be a little weird? Because it's like, that you would just be doing the finale in the second movie. So, I don't know. And it's, yeah, I feel like that, no, it's gonna be, the second one I'm very curious on. I'm The marionette is gonna definitely show up. I think that's pretty obvious because you cannot skip out on Marionette. Marionette's probably one of the most important FNAF characters of the whole series. Him, well, she, her, yeah. Well, they might change that. Who knows? Because there's nothing that has shown that Henry is in this at all. They didn't mention him at all. They mentioned, we, of course, it's William. Yeah, but we don't see them at all. It's like I know that you can argue that yeah, maybe they just haven't shown them yet, but like, would it be weird that they just don't show Henry at all in this whole movie when he's probably one of the most important parts of like Freddy Fazbear Pizza's creation in general? Because he was William Afton's partner, so it's like it's weird that they didn't do any of that with him. I'm assuming it would have been like too much for them to go into, but I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see if they'll do Henry. Because they did change up some of the lore, like the whole thing with Vanessa being William's daughter. Spoilers! I should have said that before, but whatever. FNAF movie's been around for a few days now. I think we're good. Uh, it's like Yeah, I think that the whole thing with that, them making Vanessa, uh, Williams' daughter was super interesting to me. I was not expecting that because we know his daughter's a lot younger and she's a little, let's just say dead because she's like possessing baby. So yeah, she got what would you call that? Yeah, but which okay, that just happened. You know, that's also William. Why would he- That's also William's fault, though. Why would he not one? Why he not keep an eye on her? Two, he made that thing. So why would you make him? Why would you make a robot that has a giant claw inside them? And I don't care. It's because oh he wants remnant. I don't care. It's like if you want your daughter to get killed, then don't make it. And don't bring her. Why would you bring her to the restaurant? Fucking dumbass. You double dumbass. Okay, well, to be fair, right? He wasn't expecting the whole bite of 87. That was also the brother. So to be fair, yeah, somehow it's not the bite of 87 when he's been teasing that through all of FNAF 4. It's just like oh yeah, Puppet's a very important character. How are they gonna going to explain the backstory? I have a theory on that actually. I would not be surprised is that it's actually Mike's brother. I've heard a lot of theories of that, and I'm actually gonna. I actually kind of believe it because I originally thought they were gonna say that like Mike's brother was gonna be like Golden Freddy, but of course we clearly have Cassie in there. That's clearly Cassie, the spirit of Golden Freddy. That, by the way, Max, I don't know if you knew that. That's the child of Golden Freddy's name, Cassie. Cassie. And yes, I know. I've heard some people try to say Cassie's a girl. No, it's a boy. Cassie's a boy. Because they say that in Ultimate Custom Night. Something I'm trying to say, oh, he. They say he's the one he should have not killed. He's like, like where Chica said, I have seen him. He's like, he. So it's like, yeah, it's a he. Yeah. I know Cassie sounds like a girl name, but it's a boy. Yeah, and yeah, we did go I know we got yeah, I do believe that the Mike's brother might be the marionette slash the puppet. I think that'll make the most sense. I know that because it feels like I know that they've been pretty spot on with most of the lore, but I've also noticed there's a lot of changes too. So I feel like it'll make sense that they make uh Mike's brother the puppet. I think they'll just make the most sense. It'll be the most consistent because then it's like, oh look, we're gonna introduce this whole new character. Um, whatever I don't remember her name. What was the what was Henry's daughter's name? Her name Elizabeth? Or was that no, I think that was that was William's daughter, I think. I don't remember. Chat. What's Henry's daughter's name? I need to know if the person in the chat do you know who the name is? Because I do not remember. I don't know if they even said it. I know that Marionette's Henry's daughter, but I have no idea if that's yo. Oh, you doing work thing? Later, bro. I'm gonna actually add another person anyway, so later, bro. Yeah, we're still gonna do live. Um, yeah, even Maximum Realm left. I think he's doing work stuff. He might be also making dinner. I'm not sure, but I'll add a different person who I know. Yeah, but chat. Do you know who the marionette's real name is? Because I do not remember. because I am an idiot. So yeah, yeah. That like I said though, I think that yeah, but I feel like that this will. I know it'll be weird that like they'll make Mike's brother the marionette if that's the case, because then that means they're just switching the gender of the marionette. But I feel like it would also like I said, I feel like it'll be the most consistent though. It really would. It just would make the most sense to me. And they didn't even say that's what happened to the child, like where the child went, because usually, from my knowledge, most of the children that William kills usually turns into some FNAF character, like some animatronic, usually. And I even like from what my knowledge is the crying child also, because I've heard people say the crying child is also Golden Frey, so it's like there's technically means there's two spirits. Charlie, okay, thank you. Yeah, Charlie Emily, okay, yeah, thank you. Um, yeah, but like I said, I like that. And also ignore those noises. That's one of my dogs. They just go crazy. They're mentally insane. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna say this though. Like I feel like that the whole thing was Golden Freddy. Like I know Golden Freddy has like two spirits inside him from what I've heard, but I'm not sure on that. I don't know if that was just like a theory that's like not confirmed. I have no idea. But this is an interesting one if that's the case, because then that means there's like one is like they're two of them are completely different. The Crying Child's like the old like depressing and like scared one, but then Cassie's like the one who just wants the problems, you know. So because we know Cassie's like, nah, I want to kill this. I want to kill William. Screw that man. But yeah, I don't know. There's also, from my knowledge, there's also I've also wondered: does Ennard have spirits inside him, not including baby? Like, are the other Funtime animatronics controlled by ghosts, ghost children, or my like? I've always wondered that. Is like, how do they work? Like, are they ghost children or not? Like, I don't know. I've always been curious on that. Like, if that's the case, like if they actually are controlled by ghosts before, but I'm not sure. I know Baby is though, so it'll be weird that like Baby's the only one that like has is only like controlled by spirit, but like everyone else isn't. I'm assuming they are though. I don't know which ghosts they are though. But there's also what's the whole deal with the toy animatronics? Are they like also ghosts or not? Because if that's the case, that means William killed two, like 10 like 10 children, which goddamn, that's like a whole kill count. Like Dead Meat should really just do it like a kill count on how many characters William Afton actually killed. It's like Jesus, man. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought about that too. It's like the Toy Man Trunks, are they controlled by spirits eater? Like, are they just things that are just hate adults? Because I don't know. I've always like wondered that. It's like it seems like they also are aggressive, like the main, like the ones that are controlled by spirits. But I don't even know. I don't even know if they're possessed or not. If they're not, then I don't get it. Like why are they so aggressive? No idea. I have no idea why. But whatever. FNAF is confusing. I'll never. There's a lot of things I'll never get on FNAF. I still like it though, even if like it doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of things that I don't get. But if I say that, like, oh, the story's dumb, then I'm probably gonna get killed by FNAF fans. I think the story is fine. I don't like think it's perfect, but I think it's fine. Like it's tolerable, and but it's like FNAF is also special. You know, FNAF. I'll say this though is that it's a special, and it's I've had it. I know, like I've been. Let's just say, like, let's say I'm gonna say it's like it has. I'm trying to think of a way of describing it. Like it has been around in my childhood for years, you know, since I want to say 2015. That's when like my whole FNAF phase really started, and it kind of went back up since the FNAF movie. Really, Security Breach. I'm gonna be honest. I am not a big fan of Security Breach. Ruins was better though. It was tolerable, but you know, I still like FNAF because of its silliness. Like I cannot take that much of the things seriously, but yeah, it's I still like it for what it is. I still understand why a lot of people who do like it think it's great because it's like, yeah, it's special to them, and FNAF is like, it's kind of like a comfort thing for a lot of people. I can say it's not my personal comfort thing I look at, but I still like it. I still think it's enjoyable. I just kind of make fun of it sometimes. But I think some people think like when I make fun of it, like I legitimately hate it. But it's like that's not the case. It's not because I hate it. I just think it's silly in like a good way. So like where there's a lot of things I can't take seriously. But it's also not consistent with the lore, with its own lore basically. And it's probably because Scott Coffin is not sure on what he wants to keep on. So yeah, that's just I don't know. But yeah, FNAF movie still I still like FNAF movie though. I've already made that clear already. But yeah, I still like the FNAF movie. I think the FNAF movie still the simpler concepts than most of the FNAF one stuff, and like maybe a little FNAF two, because the whole killer thing with William was in FNAF two, and then them confirming that it was like a yellow like animatronic suit he used. And of course also FNAF three, the whole string lock thing, because I think the whole spring lock scene was in was canonically after FNAF 1, I think, but I'm not sure because I know he's been in that certain room in the FNAF 1 location for like years, like I think like 30 years, I think, which goddamn, that's a really long time. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at that in a while. But I also been thinking about doing a FNAF fan film review because I know there's actually quite a few of them actually. Not that much, but I know there's a few of them. There's one that I know of. Me to kind of on and off with FNAF, but I still like it sometimes. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of my whole thing on it. But yeah, because I made it clear before. I do love FNAF. I have some of their stuff. Like I there was a time when I was like little, like when I think I was like I don't know 14 for Halloween. I dressed up. I dressed up as Freddy Fazbear. So no, I was a fan of the franchise. I still kind of am. I don't. I just, but it's like kind of like a way of like another way I like explain to people is like FNAF was something that I like looked at most of the time, but my whole like taste has changed a lot. Like I've had a lot more variety of things I like than before. With before it was usually like five things that I liked, but now it's like I've had a lot more variety. My brain has expanded to immeasurable levels. You know. Which I'm glad that's kinda happened because it's like, "Oh, look, I have a lot more variety of things I like." And, yeah, but FNAF, I still like that. I still like FNAF, even if, like, I have issues with it. But you can have issues with anything that you like, honestly. It's like, it could kinda also show your passion of it also. That's kinda also I see it as. Because, like, "Oh, look, you're passionate over this, but you're still gonna be critical of it." That shows, like, you're a fan of it, and you're not gonna also deny that it has those problems. Because there's some FNAF fans that I have had experience with, not in school, but like on social media. Because there was a time when I was on like on Instagram for like I want to say like 2 years, and there was a time where I've had to experience a lot of toxic fans, like mostly from two franchises, My Hero Academia and FNAF. And FNAF, I remember there was a time where like I think I said like I didn't like I was not a big I felt like it was way too complicated for no reason. And there was a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, it's perfect, it's perfect." You're an idiot if you think it's bad. It's like, dude, chill. I'm not saying that like FNAF is bad. I'm just saying like it feels overly complicated, like it when it doesn't need to be. So yeah, I know FNAF fans are very devoted, and I'm not. You can be devoted, but it's just like you're just gonna try to like act like that. Your thing is like has the best storytelling of all existence. Then I'm sorry, then I'm not gonna agree with you at that point. You know, I'm not saying you're not allowed to like it. I like it too, but I also am gonna be critical of it. I feel like fans who just ignore every problem of it or not really think of like, okay, yeah, maybe this part's not as good. I feel like they just don't. They're not really just being fans at that point. They're just kind of just being a little bit of how to describe it. Like, well, there's a word I'm trying to think of. It doesn't want to sound offensive. I would also probably say simps, but that's not what I would say. They're like, oh, what's the word? God damn it! And I'm not showing my face right now because actually I took off my mask for a little bit because my nose is hurting. But God, what's the word? Hold on. Like, oh, God damn. Okay, I can't think of the word right now. But basically, my point is that there's a where they're fans. They're not. They don't really feel like true fans at that point. They just feel like they're like, oh, I like it so much that I'm gonna ignore every problem it has. I'm gonna try to go after anyone who says anything bad about it. And I feel like that's like a terrible way of being a fan because then it's like you're not accepting anything at that point. You're just saying everything is great without not really thinking of it. And listen, I'm not saying you have to admit that it's bad. I'm not saying that either. I don't get that twisted. I'm just also saying is like I feel like you can easily say that like you can easily give criticism for it, and then it also shows like oh you want it to be better. That's kind of my whole point on that. But yeah, I've always had that feeling with anything I look at. You know, like I'll say like okay I don't like this. I feel like this could be better. You know, but it's not because I don't like it. It's because I feel like I'm passionate over it. And I feel like FNAF fans, and yes, like I said, I feel like FNAF fans who like defend it so much. I know they're passionate over FNAF, and it's like their childhood. It's my childhood too. I'm not. I don't want to act like I don't want people to think that I don't that I've never liked FNAF at all. The only thing that I don't like that a lot of people like is Fortnite. That's the only thing. But whatever. If they like Fortnite, then they like it. But like I said, I think that also the other thing is like, um, now there's a lot of stuff that I do like, but there's a lot also because FNAF was also because this is another thing I give credit to FNAF for. I feel like FNAF also kind of helped me get into horror a lot more. That was like the first horror franchise kind of really got into until like I discovered a lot more stuff after FNAF. Like I discovered, of course, Alien. I absolutely adore Alien and Predator. And Predators, I know is not technically a horror thing, but whatever. It's just because they cross over. But you know, my point is that I like horror. I've liked horror for a while now, and FNAF, I want to give credit for is that it was one of the first that I've actually enjoyed, and I was like inspired by. And then, of course, like I said, I've discovered a lot more, like Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, Friday 13th, Scream, even Candyman. I love Candyman. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I recently watched that, so it's like, yeah, I've gotten into horror a lot more, and I want to say that it's mostly because of FNAF, which I will give it credit for. So I don't know the person you in the chat that has had similar experience. You know, yeah, I've met people who think that FNAF is God and for everything. Hold on, I just shit. I didn't read the whole thing. Yes, yeah, I haven't met people who think that FNAF is God of everything horror, even the movie. Yeah, I met people like that too. And I like I said, I'm not saying that they don't need to like FNAF, but they really gotta think that there's more stuff that probably is a little more better written than FNAF. Doesn't mean FNAF is bad. It just means that there's better stuff. You know. I don't want to say FNAF's bad though. I mean, I still think FNAF still deserves to have its place in horror a lot because FNAF really. There are some people who like overly hate FNAF because those people I do get annoyed by too. Because another thing is that the people who also overly hate FNAF, I feel like don't really realize is that FNAF does also have good stuff. I feel like I do like the whole thing with the ghost children, that whole story on that. And Springtrap, I still say this is probably one of my favorite horror villains of all time. He's one of my favorites. He's top tier. He's not number one, but he's in the top five. Like, and I also still argue this. There's a dude who I follow. I don't know if you've heard of him in the chat. Demuted. Check out his channel. His channel's great. He actually recently did a video on why Springtrap is basically a slasher villain, and I always will say that. I don't know why, But when I say that, some people get upset with me with that because I guess they think that I'm like comparing to only Jason. Like, no, he's kind of every single slasher villain combined, and I love him for it. I think String Trap is the most silliest, like, like horror villain I've seen, but I love him for it because he's like every slasher villain combined, and it's amazing. You know, and the FNAF movies basically confirming it themselves. It's like, yeah, let's make him a goddamn slasher villain. It's freaking perfect. And it's like that's one of the reasons I feel like that. Like, there's some people who overly hate FNAF, and one of them that I know, I don't know him personally, but I know he has a lot of shit, and he's kind of controversial. Is also Fiznom. I am I okay. Look, I respect Fiznom for some of his content, but I feel like there's points where he clearly overly hates FNAF, and I feel like he's. I'm like, okay, dude, chill out. Like, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, there's still a lot of issues with it. It's like, but it's like there's a lot of things he's like says that I'm like, I don't really agree with, and it's also like, and I know, like I said though, but that's not the whole point. I actually don't even want to really go into the whole thing with Fiznom and FNAF Plus. I'm not going to go into that. I feel like that whole controversy is ridiculous and stupid. But whatever. There is one channel though that I know is like very like neutral about FNAF, and I don't know if you know this person, chat, but this dude's my guy, and he is funny, and to be honest, also he's very wholesome. Is Postra. Postra, I love that man. That man, his content is so good. I remember first time watching like his content, like I think last year. It was the first video I remember I saw from I think was his Scarecrow video. And I remember also watching his FNAF videos. I really agreed with a lot of his stuff, and I also love his style. But I know he's very neutral on FNAF. There's some things that he doesn't agree with, and there's some things that he does. And I'm kind of in the same mindset that he is with it. Like, there's some stuff I do not like about FNAF, but then there's some stuff that I absolutely adore FNAF for. And I feel like I said, one of the main ones is always will be Spring Trap. Spring Trap is my favorite. Out of all the things of FNAF, Spring Trap will be the GOAT for me. Um, and I still think and also I'm gonna keep on saying this. Put him in Dead by Daylight. Put him in. Come on. He deserves his place as in that game. Come on. But like I said though, I think that another thing that I like FNAF 4 is their characters, like the roster they have. Mostly the main ones, the ones from FNAF 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, actually, even the newer games have cool cast of characters. Like I like the main five animatronics: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. All five of those characters I absolutely love. I think they're so well thought out. They're so simple, but they're effective. You know. Like they're just iconic. Like if you see Freddy, like if you see that animatronic bear with a top hat and a bow tie, you'll be like, oh, that's Freddy. You know, Freddy Fazbear, not Freddy Krueger, but Freddy. You would know. But it's like, and then of course, like I said, I feel like the also even like the ones from the later sequels, even the bad ones, I still think are cool. Like I don't know why, but there's some people who hate Monty for some reason. But I absolutely adore Monty. I think Monty is one of my favorite characters of Security Breach, honestly. I think he's one of the most entertaining, and I've been waiting for a reptile animatronic for a while now. Because I'm like, come on, we gotta have that. I think that would be so cool. Because we've always kept on having like manimal animatronics. Like keep on seeing like I keep on seeing I was getting really annoyed by seeing like a lot of ducks, like a lot of bird, bear, bunny things. I get a little. I was like getting a little tired of it, so I was like, "Oh, can we get like a reptile one?" And then we finally got it, and I was like, "Yes, finally!" And Monty is so entertaining. I was so happy he was also in Ruins. So yeah, Monty, I still like Monty. Um, I like Grandma Freddy. I like that Freddy actually is a main character finally, and that animatronic is actually a good guy. I think that's cool. Grandma Freddy. I still hope he comes back in the sequel, a Security Breach, because I know there's probably gonna be a sequel of that because FNAF sells like hell. But yeah, I think I honestly like Landmark Frey. I know the actor I love. You know, the actor who was Landmark Frey and all the other animatronics is great. And he was in some animes too. I don't know if some people know that, but he was in a lot of animes too. I think his name is Kellen Goff. He does a lot of anime stuff too. I've seen him like voice Overhaul in My Hero. He was Fiddlesticks from League of Legends, which he is spectacular. And then he was also he was even in Attack on Titan. I don't know if a lot of people knew that. Also, he's actually in Attack on Titan. He was Porco from the season 4, which that still shocks me to this day that that was him. Like he was in the dub. I mean, it's still cool. And he did great in that too. Um, I think he was in shit. He was in another one. I thought of another anime. He was in another anime. I remember I saw him in, but I don't remember what it was though. It might have been a horror anime. But I don't remember. Well, I remember Kellen Goff was in a lot of stuff, and I really like him for that. And I know he's in a lot of FNAF stuff, and his really where I think he really got big was also voicing Funtime Freddy, which oh my god, Funtime Freddy, I love that character so much, and that's also because of Kellen Goff, his voice for him. He really sells it, you know. So and of course, I see Funtime Freddy is honestly the most popular Sister Location character. I see him to come back the most out of all of them. But still though, I might also end it soon because I'm gonna eat also. But yeah, still like I said though, um yeah, actually no, screw it. I might just end it here. Um I know a lot of people are not in here, but thank you all for watching this. And also thank you, one of the chatters like a Kip Rank Kid. Thank you for being in here watching this. I hope you get to also be in the other live streams because I usually just hang out. Usually I like talking about stuff I like. Usually a lot of fictional stuff, pop culture and all that. I'm not on Instagram, but I do post in the community tab on YouTube. You might see me post some shorts. Um, I usually also do fan film reviews. I do a lot of that, but I usually will post randomly. But I'm not really consistent. But anyway, I'm probably gonna end here. I'm gonna eat. And I will see you guys next time in maybe the next video or live stream. Anyway, see you guys later.